Yes, sir. That's my boy, Dre Sconey with my girl Love Me right here on WhenTheSeasonUnderground.com. Home of the JFA Morning Show. Again, I'm in the studio with my girl, Kyra Robinson from KyraAv.com. And on the phone, pleasure to have this man on my show because I haven't talked to this man in interview style in about 3-4 years. Fred, what's going on, my man?
How's it going today?
Man, it's going good, going good. And you know what? No, I'm going to do this right. Fred Mwanga Unga. Did I say it right?
Yeah, pretty close.
Can I try it?
Go ahead, Kyra.
Go ahead.
Fred Mwanga Unga.
There we go.
I said the same damn thing.
No, I copied you and it worked.
Right. Thanks, Fred. No, man. Hey, Fred, big thing that's happening this weekend, starting on Sunday. You're going to start doing a web series called First Date. Can you talk about that, man?
Yeah, the launch date was originally set for next Tuesday. It looks like we might have to push it back a little bit.
Okay.
But it's like coming up pretty soon.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
it's our first originally programmed show. It's called Media Takeout Presents First Date. It's a dating show.
Mm-hmm.
We shot it in a bunch of different locations. We're gonna start out with 6 original episodes.
Okay.
And they're gonna be aired as a web series. The best way to describe it is it's sort of like Blind Date, but it's all black folk and people, going in, fighting, kissing, all kinds of craziness.
Drama.
Yeah, drama.
Basically drama. Now, Fred, let me ask you this. Why didn't you just go and create a TV show? Because with the following that Media Takeout has, good or bad, or however you want to look at it, you have a huge following. Why couldn't you just take this to the TV?
You mean go TV as opposed to web series?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, look, we talked to just about every network out there, and there's tons of interest around. And at some point, it just came to we came to the conclusion that no, we really don't need TV. When you look at our readers, which tend to be younger than some of the other network DTs and TV ones out there, our readers actually spend more time on the computer than they do on the TV.
Okay.
They watch video already on the computer. So we just figured, hey, instead of actually going into the market, which is just a completely different animal, one that we're not familiar with, we get the same membership and get accustomed to watch television programs online, and that's what we're looking to do.
Okay. Now, what about I see TMZ and they have their own show and how how Harry does his thing. Have you ever thought about doing a show like that?
Yeah. I mean, that's something that we thought about.
Mm-hmm.
The part of the that is, if people want gossip, people want it immediately. They want it right on Media Takeout. I think we do a pretty good job of getting the word out, getting the stories out to people. If we were going to do something on TV, we'd want to do something a little bit different, something be able to give some people a little bit more. I think what TMZ does a good job of is they do it on the web and then they replicate it in different mediums. So because we're going to leave it all online, I'm not sure if that's the way to go. We've actually got a couple of scripted shows that we're working on right now. Knock on wood, it looks like before the end of the year we're going to have a scripted show on Media Takeout. It's going to have some celebrities that we all know. So it's some interesting times right now.
Okay.
So how do you plan to monetize on this as far as the money goes? Is it just advertising or commercials or what?
Yeah. I mean, it's advertising. We're going to produce it as a web series and put it out on the web. We're going to have ads on it, not initially, but eventually.
Okay.
But the other side of it too is we're going to be selling these as DVDs too. So once they're offline, people Christmas time. During the holidays, you're going to be able to go and pick these up at your local retailer.
Wow!
So that's the second revenue stream we're going to be getting from it.
Okay, excellent. Hey, man, I want to talk to you about the website, man. Like I said, you've been doing your thing for what, maybe 5 years now? Am I wrong? 6?
Yeah, actually, it's about 6.5 years already.
Man, and the thing is
massive.
It's huge, and the thing is, whether you hate it or love it, I think that's what I always describe your relationship with people. Your website, that is, it's a hate-love relationship. They may hate you, but damn it, they come every day and read everything that they want to hate about.
Yeah, I mean, remember, too, a lot of people have strong feelings. They have a particular celebrity that they really like. And when we go hard on everyone. So,
right.
Before the day is over, everybody's going to get it. So if you really love Beyonce and you go hard on her one day, you probably don't like it that day.
Well, it's to my understanding that most of the publicists actually do send you information so that these people can get publicity, right?
Yeah, I mean, we do. We get information from all kinds of sources. Sometimes we get them from the celebrities themselves. They'll call me up and they'll give me information. Other times we'll get it from their publicists. Other times we'll get it from their managers. Sometimes we'll get it from people that don't like them. Sometimes we'll get it from the public. We get our information from a bunch of different places.
So I have a quick question for you. What draws the line for you from fabricating to, slander to just having fun? What is that ground of, it was just fun or it was actually just a lie? Like, how does that work for you guys? How do you not get in trouble?
Remember, we are the largest of the blog sites, and because we're the largest, we actually have the most responsibility, right? So you can't just send us something, some random craziness, and they will put it up, So for a perfect example is there's a story going around about Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats and some woman and she that story's an absolute lie. We got that story about 2.5 weeks ago. We spent about a week investigating it, and there were so many holes in the woman's story, we decided to not print it. Now,
really?
Of course, they sent it to another blog or other blogs, and eventually somebody picked it up. Now, why did they pick it up? Because they don't really do that to the story, they say. Does it sound like it makes sense? Yeah, it sounds like, she could be telling the truth, and then they put it up. But remember, because we're the biggest and we have the biggest name, we have, when we put something out there, it goes out there, and it really, makes a bigger hit. It's easier, harder for us to get away with something.
Now, Fred, you and I go way back, man, and I've been defending you for years, man. I'm the biggest Fred apologist in the world. Okay,
there you go.
We go way. I'm like, now, did you read exactly how he phrased it? Because if he said was alleged in there at all, no, it wasn't. Well, I don't know. Because people are going to hear you say this, Fred, and they're like, well, that's a bunch of BS. Because this wasn't true, or this wasn't true, or this wasn't true. As Kyra was saying. Are there times where you get caught up and you're like, oh, we messed up here?
I mean, it happens. It happens to everyone that you go out there, it happens to the New York Times, right? They said there were weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. There was one, right? So, you do your best. You try and, figure out. At the end of the day, it really isn't in our best interest to put out anything other than the truth, right?
Right.
And some people just say, oh, maybe they got just making up some crap, and then they're not going to want to come back. So we're out there looking to actually put out the truth whenever we get it. We get stories, put them out. Now, a lot of times celebrities don't like what we do because we're really putting out the truth, not the spin that we want to put out. Someone getting stopped, we're going to say they're getting stopped, right? Now, of course, the celebrity, they want to put out that they were released from their contract, right? So if we say they're dropped, they were released, then they'll come out and say media takeout was lying.
Okay.
So what we're just trying to do is we just try and put out what we know. We try and get people that know what they're talking about to give us information, and we put it out. Is it always 100% there? No, but I mean, if you take a look at the originally reported stories on media takeout, we are far more than anywhere else that you're going to find on the web.
I find it interesting that they do research. Like, I never knew that.
You just thought they put BS on the site?
I just thought it was like, listen, we got something, let's just put it up.
Just put it up. Hey, now, Fred, can you talk about your staff, man? Because I know when you started, you didn't have a huge staff. What's your staff like now? How many writers you got?
We have 3 people that work full time, and I guess one way to describe them are writers.
Okay.
But really, what we're looking to do is we want to go out there and find stories, vet them, do a lot of the research that's there. So the majority of their day is not spent writing or typing. It's more, going out trying to find something
and calling
up on leads.
Got you.
That kind of stuff.
So have you found it interesting at all that a lot of people look to the site as a real news site as opposed to like just gossip? Like, people actually use you guys for current events.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird thing, right? Because when we think about what is news, right? We've accepted the fact that news is CNN, it's politics, it's what's going on in the world. That's really not what news is. Historically, that's not what news is. If you looked at a newspaper from 10 times, they weren't talking about what's going on, in the Middle East, or they're not talking about what's going on in other countries. People are interested in, what's going on around them. What's going on with their people? What are the people in power that they know that they respect doing? And that's exactly what we're doing, right? We're talking about, Jay-Z and Beyonce. We're talking about President Obama. We're talking about, and from the average person standpoint, that's more important than what's going on in the Middle East, what's going on in Africa, what's
That's
going
crazy,
on in
ain't
New
it?
York.
Super crazy.
Man, Fred, again, I appreciate you. As always, I'll be talking to you in the future. Definitely have you on more often because, like I said, this is an internet-based show. You're all about the internet. Might as well keep it all in the family, damn it.
That's right. That's right.
And Fred, you have to check me out sometime. Go to KyraApp.com and check out my show. It's really interesting.
Okay, I will.
Most definitely, man. Again, I appreciate you checking in with us, man. I will talk to you soon. All right, sir?
Okay, thank you.